Hi, I'm Adem Saricaoglu. We're here tonight at EDFL Senior Interleague Training at Walter Street, only a week and a half out from our huge AFL Victoria Community Championships clash with the Eastern Football League. Brodie Holland's behind me as we speak, conducting training with some of the biggest players in the EDFL. Let's check in and see how it's all going. Here with Essendon Due to Stars defender Tyson Hartwig. Tyson, you're part of this squad, mate. Second year in the EDFL. You've had some good form. Team of the year last year. So how are you feeling about being a part of this squad?
Yeah, really wrapped actually. Last year I made the initial squad, but unfortunately with a pretty serious injury that was hampering me for a lot of games, I couldn't commit to it. So look, I'm really excited to finally get a chance to do it this year and looking forward to the opportunity. You've
played rep footy before, Ovens and Murray Football League, mate. Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, I've played a handful of O&M games in Interleague and loved donning the Guernsey and just getting amongst it with your league's best players and that's part of what I enjoy again about this year and the chance I have.
AFL youngster Caleb Hislop is here with me. Caleb, you're part of this interleague squad at the moment, mate. Your first year in EDFL, you were playing VFL footy at Williamstown last year. How have you found the standards so far as part of AFL?
Yeah, it's been really good. Obviously, we've started off pretty well, which always helps. But yeah, it's a very fierce type of league. It's very competitive, so I'm playing in the midfield. So yeah, some big bodies to get used to, but yeah, finding it enjoyable so far.
Plenty of stars at AFL, obviously. You're probably one of them now, but plenty of stars here at Interleague Training as well. How have you found it rubbing shoulders with some of the better players of the league?
Yeah, it's really good. You get to know a bit off the boys. Always good to learn stuff, but yeah, Abbots is really good. It's a good environment to be around, and hopefully we can bring that here as well.
Brodie Holland, senior coach, mate. It's a great facility here at Walter Street. How's it all going so far? Third session tonight.
Yeah, third session in. Yeah, really good session tonight. This is the first time we've been outdoors. The other session's been indoors just for venue reasons, but Walter Street Reserve down here is a fantastic venue. The home of the Ascot Vale Panthers in the old boys, over 35s and over 50s.
You're running around for them, are you?
I did play a couple of games with them last year and one game the year before. I am starting to get on a bit, so it's fantastic for the ego when you play in the over 35s. I feel actually quick again.
Fair enough. Is the hype sort of building up now? We're getting closer and closer. I'm sure you're probably spending more and more time thinking about how it's all going to go on Saturday week. So is that excitement starting to build within the group?
Yeah, it certainly is. It's it's been pretty cruisy the first couple of weeks at training, just getting a feel for numbers and names and connecting with the players. Tonight's probably the first time we've come outdoors. It's a week and a half before we play now. You can certainly feel it. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous myself leading in, not really knowing what to expect. It's a different format. But I'm excited by it all.
One thing you notice when you come to training as well, plenty of new faces that perhaps some of the EDFL fans might not be as familiar with. There's plenty of stars in this league, but maybe tell us about some of the guys that the EDFL fans might not know so much about, maybe some of the youngsters that are impressing you so far as part of this program.
Yeah, look, I like the look of Caleb Hislop.
Yep.
He's, there's four brothers of the Hislops. They're all Tassie boys, so we're going to look after the Tassie contingency. But Caleb's a good, he's a good young kid. He's a sizable midfielder. He's only 20. He's played some senior footy at Williamstown, the VFL, and he's certainly one to watch out for. You've got Damien Kavka as well. He's had a troublesome foot. Thought he'd never play footy again. He was actually drafted to the West Coast Eagles a couple of years ago and thought he'd never play footy again after that injury. Now he's back playing with Keilor, and Mick McGuan's got him going really well. And he's half a chance to play. And look, you just never know with some of these guys. They play well in a game like high-intensity game like this. I certainly it might be half a chance of something happening on a bigger stage for them in future.
We're getting closer. Next week's the big week. All the best.
Yeah, thank you.
So there you go, the countdown's on for this huge clash in the AFL Victoria Community Championships at Bayswater, Saturday, May 13th. The 19s will be up first in the curtain raiser, and then from 2:15, it's the big one between the EDFL and the Eastern Football League. But before that, we've got one more round of EDFL football, round 5 coming up this weekend, including the broadcast game between AFL and Essendon Due to Stars. Get out and see all the interleague guns. Have one more run around before the big one against the Eastern Football League.